Hey, you pair of beauties. Sad news. After all the arguing with the lads, we're now not moving in our house share together. Some sour apples ruined it for the rest of us. It sounds...
It's been a long time coming,
yeah,
isn't it?
It sounds like after all the problems, it's probably best not to share a house with these people. So you dodged it.
They were like arguing over money and stuff like that before they'd even moved in.
Yeah.
What happened to the lads?
They were. It was all something. Like, well, yeah. That's not even a thing. Like, lads will fuck each other over anything they get. All that. What's that? Bros before hoes.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Bollocks.
Yeah.
I don't know what crackhead made that up.
Nobody
Fucking...
follows that.
No.
I just watched a movie last night. It's called The Ritual.
Yeah.
You seen it?
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
They went on a lad trip to Sweden.
Even a hint of a woman, then you're
no,
fucked,
yeah,
mate.
none.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, bros, that's a stupid fucking sentence. So he says, I'm still living with the couple from my previous email, and I told her I emailed in about the dishwasher thing, and I'll explain that in a minute. And it cleared the air when she listened to you guys making light of the situation. So good work, gents. Keep it up. So his original email was because he was living with his mate and her boyfriend, and he emptied the dishwasher.
He was living with a girl.
Yeah, and her
boyfriend.
Yeah,
he's a leech.
Well,
you don't live with a couple. You me and Dupree.
You don't know the situation. He could have moved in and she was single. Hey, if you're paying your way, you can do whatever you want. So he was emptying the dishwasher to be like a good roomie, and sitting on the top shelf was a dildo.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember this now.
Yeah, he was freaking out a bit about it, but I was like, well, she's keeping her hygiene up, so you should shake her hand. Yeah, I mean, well done.
That was on Brian's show.
She left it out. She's the one with the problem.
Yeah.
Unless it was his.
We were saying, like, it's not like she, like, shuffled to the dishwasher while it was in and just went whoop and popped it in.
And dropped it in, yeah.
But we would discuss this. We didn't even realise women did that. But it says on
Apparently
Google
it's a well-known thing, yeah.
It disinfects it and keeps it clean.
I mean,
well done to her.
You wash it by hand, and I imagine that might get a little weird.
It's like soap on a rope, isn't it? Trying to hold on to it. So he says, I saw Jamie is away again. He kept that quiet this time. Rhodes is a lovely place. I can't wait to hear some stories. He didn't keep... I always take the piss out of him when he goes on holiday because he's doing it all the time. So he says, anyway, I have a girl and she's nice and she's ticking the boxes in most departments. But she is really not happy with the fact that I work with my ex. We split up over a year ago and work in the same office, but we rarely talk. And if we do, it is only in a professional sense. How do I go on about convincing my new girl that I'm not going to run back to my ex? And that it is a turn-off when she accuses me or even so much as asks me who am I texting all the time.
Yeah, Thanks, that's guys. Annoying. Yeah. Nobody likes being accused of being a cheater when you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks that he has to work with his ex-girlfriend. But I'm a proponent of putting a ring on it. You know, we how long are we gonna be a fucking bachelor for? How old? Yeah. I mean, I assume if they're listening, you guys are what, in your 30s?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I mean, if you've gotten to this point, I assume they're similar age. What are you waiting for? Fucking your 20s are over. Stop fucking around. Go marry this girl. Start a family. Be good to her. And all that shit will go away.
That's basically what.
Yeah, Jamie a bit of show of commitment, isn't it?
Yeah,
show a bit of commitment.
Didn't you, Jamie?
Huh?
Like before, I said that's basically what you did because I remember you were always having arguments, and then someone we're not going to mention got involved and was like, "Oh well, if he doesn't love you, it's because he hasn't given you a ring." And then you went,
"Oh yeah." The pressure started.
Once you gave
the
ring, boom, it holds the whole. Well, no. After that, it was like, when are we getting married? But all like the accusing and that stopped like straight away.
Yeah, because the way me and my wife got together was through cheating. So it was like I already had a bad rap before I started.
So did she. A couple of home wreckers found each other.
Yeah, so I do understand it, but as years have gone on, it's been less and less and less. I used to be the crazy jealous boyfriend as well, not necessarily with Charlotte, but with previous girls, and it is you're accusing people because of your own insecurities, really, and that's what I was doing. So
I think it's different though. Like, it's not like he's texting. Like, you work with someone.
yeah,
They just
could be part of a group chat or whatever.
Yeah. If you're not like texting them, you're not talking to them, and you're seeing them at work. Because we had a listener that was like, "Oh, I've been with this girl a month, and she's always talking to her ex, and then all of a sudden she disappears, and she's on Facebook going out with him, got back together with him." That's a completely different.
Yeah. They don't need to hang out socially. That I would get annoyed with.
Yeah.
You know, like oh, we're all going out for drinks after work, you know, and now you're hanging out. She's hanging out with her ex-boyfriend. No.
Yeah, that's a bit off key. Yeah.
But as far as a professional setting, I guess that's just something you have to learn to deal with.
Yeah, you can't.
I know my wife's a nurse, and I know one of her ex-boyfriends works in the same hospital. It's just something. It's not ideal, but it's something that I have to be okay with because there's no way around it.
No, people have got to earn a living. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can't be like, oh, well, I've got to split up now and find a new career, a new job, because, no, it's fucking ridiculous.
I do think as well, the more accusing the person is, could push the listener back that way, direction, because he's always thinking, potentially I might be going back there. So it's always in his mind.
If you're going to keep telling me I'm doing this, I might as well fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That remember that reminds me of so sometimes we get like what if questions, and we had another podcast on, and the question was, would you rather kick a baby and no one know it, or not kick a baby and everyone think you did? And it was like, well, if everyone thinks I've done it, then I might as well just go out and do it. Like, you know what I mean?
What a great question.
Yeah. That was a really good one.
It's like the trolley car.
The what?
The trolley car? Yeah. It's there's a trolley on some railroad tracks, and it's going to kill 3 people. Okay? Now, you have the option to throw the switch, and it'll kill 1 person. But you've gotten involved. Now, if you just do nothing, you're not it's no blame of yours, you know. But if you get involved, you've now killed a person.
Yeah.
So what is the morally correct thing to do, you know?
Yeah.
3 people are going to die if you do nothing, but you have no blame on you. 1 person is going to die if you intervene.
That's always in cartoons and that, isn't it? They do that.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I would intervene and then disappear into the night like fucking Batman.
Jamie just lies to the end. No, I wasn't there. Yeah, no, I think this is definitely a conversation, and like you can't be like acute. You got to be understanding, because obviously, like Jamie says, it's past traumas and things like that have caused this like nervousness. Because I had a girl, she was I think she was like schizophrenic by the end of it, but. I worked in a bakery, and it was like, yeah, she's a nut job. Anyway, I worked in a bakery, and it was like all women. That's not my fucking fault. I mean, I got hired to bake. So I used to I didn't speak about my work because I knew she hated any time I spoke to a woman. And then she would go to me like, "How's your day?" And I'd be like, "Oh, it wasn't bad. Sarah did this." And she goes, "Why are you talking about her?" I was like, "You just asked me how my day." What do you mean? Why am I talking about her? You asked me how my day was. Oh, well, you didn't have to bring her up. And started an argument. It's you know what I mean? It's fucking mental, ballistic shit. So yeah, I can understand like why it's a turn off and things like that. But it's definitely a conversation that if she can't, even if they tick all the boxes, you know what I mean? If they're batshit crazy, it's just gonna come out more and more and more.
Well, it doesn't sound like she's batshit crazy. It sounds like she's a little bit jealous. And I think she'll get over it in time. And if she's ticking the boxes, you heard it from me, put a ring on it. Just make it happen. You'll thank yourself later. Being married is actually good. It's fun.
But you got
It can be.
discuss it out.
It can
Yeah.
be.
Well, it can be. Yeah.
I think Charlotte gave me like an ultimatum because I was a little shit when we first got together, and I was still going out acting as though I was out with the lads every weekend and accusing Charlotte of this, and that. Charlotte basically just sent me a long. I knew when I got a paragraph through sent in text, I knew I would fucked up.
That's never good.
And she basically said to me, "If you carry on with what you're doing, then we're not going to last." And then that kind of sorted my act out. So maybe you just have to kind of be harsh to be kind at the same time.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, say to her, look, this is affecting the relationship. I can't handle the constant accusations when nothing's happening. Suck it up, or you know what I mean, you get no ring. I'll keep it.
Oh.